Aries. In the signs revealed by the movements of nature, today's trait for Aries is being meticulous in every task. You prefer to get things right the first time rather than going back and redoing it. At home, you value peaceful and joyful conversations to avoid conflict. Financially, you're generous with family but cautious and not easily trusting of new acquaintances. At work, you choose a quiet environment to focus and complete your responsibilities without interruption. Remember, the forces of nature are unpredictable, their arrival is often sudden. So always stay cautious. Taurus. According to the signals brought by the movements of nature, today's Taurus personality is self-initiated and not reliant on others. You prefer to act on your own without causing disturbance around you. Financially, you are not lending money right now because you see it as wiser to allot earnings for family needs. You are attentive to the health of your loved ones, especially through food. When needed, you show inner strength, but in matters of love, you're affectionate and emotionally open. Remember, the motion of nature is unshakable, so one must always be prepared and watchful for sudden changes. Gemini. As suggested by nature's movements, today's trait for Gemini is avoiding pointless conversations and boastful people. You no longer waste time on such things, you prefer to work diligently to finish what needs to be done. In terms of trust, you are more cautious now, and in the workplace, you desire a peaceful and organized environment. At home, you value joyful meals and the health of everyone. Remember, the movement of nature is like the wind, you never know when it will arrive, stay alert at all times. Cancer. As indicated by the rhythm of nature, today's Cancer shows wisdom and discernment, especially in work-related decisions. You don't easily share your knowledge, it's something you treat as a vital investment in life. Jealousy is far from your mind. Instead, you place full trust in your beloved. You spend wisely, choosing to save for more meaningful things in the future. Remember, the flow of nature cannot be controlled, so take careful steps on every path you walk. Leo. Based on the message from the forces of nature, today's Leo is observant and alert to every movement and word of the people around. At work, you don't like delays. You want tasks completed immediately and with quality. Your goal is to save for your family's future. You're not open to lending money now, to maintain financial stability, but you are generous toward loved ones. In relationships, you're affectionate and warm. Remember, the course of nature cannot be seen to its end, so caution is your best protection. Virgo. From the signs brought by nature's movements, today's Virgo nature is disciplined and resistant to carelessness. You choose to work without errors and with consistency. You're observant of your surroundings to ensure nothing is overlooked. Courage comes when needed, though yours is a quiet kind of bravery. You avoid gossip and vulgarity and have complete trust in your beloved. Financially, you avoid spending on unnecessary things. Remember, nature's flow may be gentle at times, or it may be harsh, so always choose preparedness and responsibility. Libra. In the signs revealed by the movement of nature, Libra today may embody a discerning and cautious attitude in every decision. Trust is not easily given, especially when it comes to new tasks or discussions. Before taking action, you prefer to build a clear and organized plan, whether at home or at work. Once started, you approach tasks with enthusiasm, revealing your natural intellect. Jealousy is far from your nature, you prefer to trust the words of those you love. And remember, nature's movements are not always predictable. So, be creative in your caution, for sudden events often bring valuable lessons. Scorpio. According to nature's guidance, Self-discipline and avoiding meaningless distractions dominate Scorpio's behavior today. Quiet but meticulous in work. You dislike interruptions or conversations that are out of place. Family comes first in all actions, and you're naturally cautious when it comes to trust. With a sharp mind, you easily sense dishonesty. However, today you may also be more sensitive and emotional, making emotional control especially important. And remember, nature's shifts can happen in an instant. Events may arise unexpectedly. So always keep your mind sharp and your inner strength steady. Sagittarius. In the rhythm of nature, Sagittarius today is centered on creating a positive environment. At home, you thrive on joyful conversations and dislike any form of offensive language. You are cautious when lending personal belongings, valuing what you own. At work, your actions are well planned, often leading to successful outcomes. You are understanding, but not easily deceived. When you make promises to family, you mean them with sincerity and loyalty. You are also willing to spend if it brings happiness to your loved ones. And remember, nature's gifts are priceless. The most meaningful moments come when least expected. Be responsible and observant at all times. Capricorn. In nature's message, Capricorn today will show quiet determination. Not fond of chatting or small talk, you choose silence to focus on your tasks. You dislike delays in your work, so you prioritize what needs to be finished. When it comes to money, your family is your only concern. You're not quick to lend. Jealousy is not in your nature. You trust the one you love. You're also uncomfortable dealing with arrogant or boastful people. And remember, nature's sudden movements are warnings. Stay alert and don't allow yourself to be caught off guard by the unexpected. Aquarius. According to nature's signs, Aquarius today is naturally energetic when it comes to work. You don't rely on luck, but on your own effort and perseverance. In your livelihood, you focus on avoiding problems and making sure savings are sufficient. Trust isn't easily given, but your heart isn't closed, especially when the intention benefits your family. You're careful in your tasks, cautious with each step, and capable of making sacrifices for your loved ones. And remember, nature brings unexpected surprises, so never forget to stay prepared, even when everything seems safe. Pisces. In the guidance brought by nature's rhythm, Pisces today expresses care for both self and others. Cleanliness and health at home are important, and you always want your surroundings to feel lively. At work, you are diligent and dedicated, aiming to secure a better future. You don't easily lend money, but you're generous to your family. Today, your heart is brave, understanding, patient, and able to face any challenge. And remember, nature moves in uncontrollable ways, so stay creative and alert to sudden changes.